What's good, world? It's your guy, TunedinTony, and I'm with my guy, Trells CEO, Mr. Turn Nothing into Something. What's up, man? How you doing?
Man, I'm feeling great, bro.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So I found out about Trells CEO just from, I moved to Atlanta, and then I was just hearing about him coaching all of these different people within their business and really pulling out of them what is needed to take their business to the next level. So I'm super excited to have him here, super excited for him to tell his story. And what's crazy, y'all, is this guy, like when I first saw him and he came to my office when we first met, he was literally sitting on the ground outside, and there was a joke, and it was like, bro, why you sit on the ground? And he was like, bro, what's funny is when I was homeless, I used to sit just like this outside of Wafflehouse all the time. And I was like, whoa, wait, you was homeless, bro? And then so he literally, when they say turns nothing into something, that's what he's done with his life. So we're going to be breaking down all that game. So what's up, Trells? How you doing?
Man, what's good, man? All glory to God. All glory to God, man. I'm great.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So how long have you been in Atlanta? How did this whole thing start? Like, just kind of give us a breakdown. We're just going to get right into it.
Okay, bet. Well, I just hit my 4-year anniversary in Atlanta like 2 weeks ago.
Okay,
so
cool.
It's crazy. If Facebook shows you your memories, and it said 4 years ago, I was like, wow, this is crazy. God is so good.
Right,
like,
right.
For real, bro. Like, I can't even say God is good. That's that's like disrespectful. God, it got to be a bigger word than amazing. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you, definitely.
But yeah, when I first got to Atlanta,
where did you move from? Where are you from?
Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Green Bay, because my family's from Milwaukee, so like that's real close to each other.
Yeah, I was born and raised in Green Bay, and then my mom actually moved me to Green Bay.
Okay.
I was born and raised in Milwaukee, but my mom moved me to Green Bay because it started to get kind of crazy, and she didn't want me in the streets and all that, so she moved us to Green Bay, Wisconsin, where it's a little safer.
Got you.
So that's how I ended up there. But what happened was this: I always been in music.
Okay.
Super gifted with the music, like I'm crazy with the pen.
Were you the writer, the singer, the rap, all of it?
Melodies, orchestrated music, the pen. I'm talking about rapping, right? All of that. That was my dream.
Keep going.
So what happened was, I've opened up for Wu-Tang Clan. Like I performed.
You opened up for Wu-Tang Clan.
Wu-Tang Clan when I was 18. I remember I went to New York. My auntie Laura, she took for my graduation gift. She took us to it's this place called St. John. It's this island, but we had the dock in New York. It was called the Carnival Cruise or something like that.
Right.
And we got to New York. Me and my brother Michi, we was walking around, and it was this club called BB King's. And at that time, it was some rappers like Papoose and all of them. Them was my idols, Kendrick Lamar and all of them. So I saw Papoose with this green Pelly jacket on walk in. I was like, bro, we gotta get in that club now. Like, I gotta rap to these niggas. That's how I was thinking. Like, I gotta get in rap for these. I'm talking about I was rapping like fire. But I was 18 years old and I couldn't get in. But what happened was I slid the security guard. I was like, hey, bro, I got 100 for you. Like, let me get up in there. You feel me?
Right.
And he let me in. He was like, I like you, little bro. I'm gonna take you. He took me straight to the back where everybody was at. Was the DJ Envy, Fred the Godson, Papoose, Egyptian. All of them. And I started rapping to Fred the Godson brother, like directly to him. Rest in peace to Fred the Godson. And I was going in. Boom, boom. I still know the lyrics by the top of my head.
Right.
And they was like, little nigga, where's this little nigga? Where you from? I said, I'm from Milwaukee.
Yeah.
They was like, Fred the Godson, he was like, yo, keep going, son. Keep going. Because, he used to talk with that little funny breathing thing. But yeah, I'm talking about this music thing was my life, bro.
Okay.
So actually, when it was something in Atlanta called AC3C, A3 something like
A3C,
that. A3C, boom.
The Gathering Spot actually bought that too.
Oh, for real? I didn't know that. I did not know that. But I had a home girl.
You're 18?
I was, no. I moved to Atlanta when I was 25.
Okay, so you saw A3C at 25.
Yeah, at 25,
You're like, let me shoot down to the A.
Yeah, so what I did was this. I knew that event was coming up a month ahead. So about 3 or 4 months actually. So what happened was this. I took this travel and construction job. And I was like, I'm gonna work hard. I have something called Crohn's disease, so I couldn't really work. I used to hustle and stuff like that too, and do whatever I could do to get money. But I was like, I don't want to do that anymore. I want to do everything the legit way. So I just was like, let me try to work one more time. I did a traveling construction job. That was paying like $30 an hour traveling, and I was on the road for like 2 months. I stacked up like $4,000, and I sent the mother of my child some money. I said, I need to do this event. I need to go to Atlanta to do this event, and I'm gonna come back. But what happened? I also did this. The college loans.
Yeah.
I applied just for a college so I can get that little refund. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I can use that money too when I got to
Were
Atlanta.
you even in school?
No, I did. I went there right before I got the construction job because I knew that money was gonna hit within a month or two.
Right.
So I had this whole plan. I said, I'm gonna take that $2,000, then I'm gonna take the other $4,000 that I got, give my baby mama some money. I'm gonna go to Atlanta for about a couple of weeks. My birthday was coming up, so I'm gonna stay out there for my birthday, and I'm gonna come back. I came to Atlanta. My homegirl Hannah was in Atlanta. It's the only person I knew in Atlanta.
Right.
Through my bro business boy who was in LA. He produced for Party Next Door and all of them. And he connected me with her. That's how I got to know who she was. So when I got to Atlanta, she had these events that I can go to. She got me ribbons and stuff to get in. So I got into this one event. It was Young Dro, Lucci, his brother. And so a couple other people, but I went through the crowd and I was looking for a way that I can get on that stage and perform. I was like, bro, I ain't got no ribbon to get up there and perform. I got to perform. So I had a little money on me. I had like some racks on me. So I was like, all right, bro. I started telling some of the security guards, hey, bro, I'll give you $500 right now. Let me get on that stage. I got footage of all of this on my phone. Everything is documented. I didn't even try to, but thanks to God, my whole process is documented since I was 16 till now. So, I ended up reading my boy Oatmeal. He runs Spinnerella. You ever heard of that one?
Yeah, I remember that.
So yeah, his name's Oatmeal. He said, I said, bro, one of the security guards brought me to him, was like, Lil bro want to perform, G, like he got some money. Bro, dude said, I like your hustle, Lil bro. I ain't even gonna charge you, just get up there and do your thing.
Yeah.
Bro, so I had to wait to get up there, but I went around to all the girls.
Yeah.
I love the ladies. That's how I was then, you know what I'm saying, before I settled down and stuff. But I went to all the girls, and I was like, hey, I need y'all to come to the front. I'm about to go crazy on stage.
Yeah.
I had this one girl follow me around with the camera and stuff like that. Bro, it was my time to perform. I had all the girls up front. I started doing my thing. Doing my thing. They was going crazy. I was loving it.
Yeah.
I never did that before.
Right.
But what happened was when I was on that stage, I was looking, I was like, I'm not going back to Wisconsin.
Yeah, you're like, I can't.
I'm too close. I'm gonna make it.
Because you're like, this is a different world. Yeah.
I'm like, Dro chilling, Lucci. I was like, oh, I'm gonna make it.
Yeah.
I'm about to make it, bro.
Yeah.
I did not make it.
Dang, well, why not though? What happened? Like, because the music industry, this is such a great topic, even though like we're about to be talking about like business coaching and all of that. It's just like everyone's so enthused with the music industry, right? So tell us kind of like what deterred it from happening, you know what I'm saying?
And it's so funny, bro. That industry is crazy. So what happened was this. When I finally made my mind up that I was gonna stay, I knew nothing about Atlanta.
Yeah.
I just knew I had like $4,000 in my pocket.
Yeah.
I knew I could pay for a hotel room. But I didn't even know what Ubers was then. That was when Uber wasn't really like the big, because you think I'm from Wisconsin. We don't Uber in Wisconsin.
Right.
We still don't Uber like that in Wisconsin.
Dang, for real?
Uber is like Green Bay, Wisconsin. We drive, everything's down the street. So when I got to Atlanta, I didn't know Ubers cost a whole bunch of money.
Yeah.
I didn't know about I was staying at this place called the A-Loft.
Yeah.
That place was
the hotel?
Yes, I was staying there. I was there for a month. I was getting whacked over the head.
Dang, how much did you spend for the month? Probably
like 2 racks. Dang. Probably more than that. All my money was gone within a month and a half.
Did they give you like weekly pricing?
Yeah, but it's still. And there was this one girl. She was really nice. She was a big girl. She used to flirt with me. She would try to knock $20, $30 off the room and stuff like that. But it didn't last. I remember when I had my last like $500. I was like, "What the heck am I gonna do, bro? This is crazy."
Yeah.
And then what happened was this. When it came to I didn't know about these apps called Roomster. I didn't know about that you can rent rooms out in Airbnbs, and that stuff would have been substantially cheaper. I didn't know about that because I'm in a brand new environment.
Right.
So what happened was I ended up losing all my money, all of it. I was actually trying to get jobs. I was trying to get
rock bottom.
But I was rock bottom. I'm talking about. But this is the finesse that I did, and it's not right. But this is what I did. I had people like Brian Michael Cox following me. One thing about me, my networking skills are beyond Super Saiyan level, bro. Like I get in any room I want to get into. Like
that's a skill.
Like I worked on that skill. God-given gift, thanks to God. But what happened was there was this dude named Vision. I love you, Henry, my brother. You're one of the biggest reasons I'm in the situation I'm in right now. But I always move around the room like I'm somebody. That's one thing I've always done. And I was walking around telling people, yeah, B. Cox is following me. He's one of the most legendary producers of all time. Yeah, Mary J. Blige, all of that stuff. Right, bro. one of my dudes I looked up to. But when he followed me back, I used to DM him when I was in Milwaukee, like, I want to make it, stuff like that. He followed me back. So I had that blue check mark following me.
Right.
So what I did was I leveraged that. I told one of the dudes there, I was like, yeah, bro, I'm a songwriter, because he could really sing. I said, I'm a songwriter, bro. And I said, I can manage you too. Like, boom, boom, boom. I capped myself up. B Cox is following me. I know this person, and that. I had to do what I had to do, bro.
Yeah.
So what happened, he ended up letting me stay with him.
Yeah.
That's how I got my first situation where I was sleeping on the couch or the floor or whatever. I was trying to go out there and get him situations and stuff like that, but it didn't work out because I was irresponsible. And some of my traits started to show that I needed to work on. So I ended up homeless after that situation.
How did he kick you out? What was that like?
We almost fought.
He was like, you got to go.
Yeah. But it was because I lost his keys twice. I was so irresponsible. Yeah, I think I'm walking around Atlanta trying to find jobs, trying to do this. I was making so many mistakes because I'm in a new world. Yeah, that situation happened. We got into it. I had to leave. But we ended with love, though. He was like, you just got to go, bro. He tried to help me find jobs and stuff like that. It was hard, though, bro. But when I ended up being...
Was that day one of being homeless?
That was day one of being homeless.
So let's go there. Because everyone, of course, can't relate to being homeless, but we hear about it. Where was your mind at that first day? Because did you even have a car?
No.
So where'd you sleep?
Bro, Wafflehouse, Walmart. Whatever girl I was messing with. I'm not trying to be too graphic. Yeah. But I was putting it down.
Yeah, to have a place to stay.
So she can make me stay. Like, you cannot leave, Trells. Like, that's how I was putting it down. You know what I'm saying? So I was doing whatever I had to do, asking family for a little bit. Hey, can I, dude, can you help me with this? Can you help me with that? My brother Pooh sent me $400 one day because at this time, Uber was giving cars out. I said, let me Uber. You know what I'm saying? Let me do that. That's a play.
So you can get the car.
So I can get the car and sleep there and work, sleep there. I had that whole play. Bro, they actually approved me for the car. Okay. And guess what? I went to the place to pick the car up. It was Lyft, not Uber. It was Lyft. I went to go pick the car up. I'm excited. Ooh, I'm homeless at this point. Right. I'm really happy that this situation is about to happen, bro. Like, I'm about to have somewhere to sleep every night, my car. Yeah. Bro, I get there, they tell me I can't get the car. I said, it says I'm approved right here on the phone app, though. Like, what are you talking about? She said, oh, yeah, actually.
Is that like a pre-approval?
It was a pre-approval. So that money got sent back to me. Whatever it cost was, it got sent back to me, and I just had to use it for food and whatever. But I remember because I had a ticket in Wisconsin. They saw that. You can't have nothing on your driving record to drive for Uber at that time if they give you the car. Dang. So that messed me up. So I'm homeless. I'm talking about, bro, I got videos on my phone. And I was still chasing the music dream. Yeah. I don't believe in chasing dreams anymore, but I was chasing that dream. Yeah. I ended up getting in a situation where I had a situation with Atlantic Records. They told me they was going to sign me as a songwriter. Didn't work out. Right. Every single situation. I remember I brought Melani with me. She was my best friend at the time. I brought her with me. Yeah. I was like, she was my ride as well. You know what I'm saying? But she was my best friend. She came to Atlantic Records with me. Atlantic Records. I'm in there playing music. They're like.
So let's pause right there because I still want to ask about the homeless thing, but I want to get onto this music topic because it's such a topic that everyone chases. What is going on in the music industry when they give people like you like these little bites of treats?
That's the thing, though. Yeah. They didn't even do that. Okay. That's what I was going to get to. They're in there vibing to the music with me and Melani in the room. They told me, welcome to Atlantic Records. When I got through playing the music, they said, welcome to Atlantic Records, shook my hand and all that. I'm sitting there like, oh my God, I made it.
Then what changed it? Like, why didn't it keep going?
Bro, it was crazy. We left. Yeah. Never talked to them again. I'm talking about every time I hit them up, every time I would contact them, they'll give me the runaround like, oh, we ain't had the time yet, boom, 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 boom. I would even go to events because I was really networking. I would even see them at events and they would walk up to me like we homies. Yeah. Be like, what's up, Trell?
So what's the underlying thing? Is this a tactic that they do?
It's a game.
Explain the game.
The game is them doing this. They're trying to say, I can't wait to get this out of here. Like, this ain't it. Like, boom, boom, boom. It's a game, bro. Yeah. Like, it's I can't even explain it, bro. But I just know that I have leverage right now. Yeah. And that's what I would recommend everyone do when it comes to music is like a record label couldn't offer me enough money right now to be like, oh, like, no, I'm good. Yeah.
So since you've been through that and you kind of see the game, what advice do you give somebody watching this right now who's like, I'm about to be in the music game?
Oh, work on your credit. Yeah. Work on your communication skills. Yeah. Work on learning how to serve. Yeah. And work and put yourself around people that are better than you. That's what actually started to happen. once I changed my mindset and I was like, okay, bet. I'm going to stop chasing these placements. I'm going to stop chasing, like, get your credit and your mindset together.
And are you saying that because it's better to be self-funded in the music industry?
That too, but just the feeling. You got to think it doesn't feel good mentally. I'm big on mental health.
Yeah.
My shirt this is a mental health shirt.
What's it say?
It
Fund?
says fund mental.
Self-love.
So, and then it says self-love.
And that's from your clothing brand.
This is one of them, yeah.
Okay.
And on the side, it says, who's on my side?
That's dope.
And then the brain is a heart with the, you know what I'm saying? Details, you know what I'm saying? Shout
Yeah.
out to my brother Adobe for the designs. But it's a very destructive feeling when you putting your all into this music, but at the end of the day, like, and they're making it seem like, oh, this is about to happen. And they snatch it from you, and you got to go back to the crib, and you ain't got no food in the crib. You ain't got this, you ain't got that. It destroys you. That's a lot of, bro, I know a lot of people in the music industry that are successful, but they're horrible people. Yeah, I think you've been played with your whole life.
Right.
It's like getting abused as a child.
Yeah.
How do you think that child's gonna, when they become an adult, how do you think they're gonna turn out?
Yeah.
Sucky.
And even when they become successful, is it
bitter.
still like this? Because you know how you see all the suing their label for this, their label didn't make this out, you never got paid by the, you know what I'm saying? All this stuff that you hear is just, that's just built into the music industry pretty much, right?
Because they're taking advantage of people that are ignorant.
Yeah.
You don't know no
because they
better.
want fame. So they're like, we'll give you fame.
That's clout, bro. Oh, here you go. Here's a chain. Here's this. Here's that. It's enticing. You got to think, I'm from the hood. Like, we, if I never, when I first came to Atlanta, even when I used to hustle, the most I ever seen from hustling was probably like 5 racks in my face.
Dang.
That's it.
That's it.
I'm talking about from hustling.
Yeah.
Somebody would offer me $50,000 for a pub deal. I thought that was it.
Yeah.
I'm $50,000. Bro, come on now.
Yeah.
I'll
And it's really just a loan.
And that's a loan.
Yeah.
Leave me alone. I don't want that.
Yeah. Facts. Bar.
I used to do that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, bro, that music industry, once I stopped focusing on that, though, that's when my life changed. Because I was homeless, chasing that dream, going to work these jobs, getting fired, going to work these jobs and get fired, and use that money from that job for studio time, all of that, bro. That stuff was killing me. I'm talking about, I ain't gonna cap, B Cox a couple times hit me up and said, hey, Trell, bro, I remember one time I was at work. I was at work.
Where were you working?
I was at DHL.
Okay.
Doing the forklifts. You feel
Yeah.
me? And he called me one day. I'll never forget this day. I called Melani and everything. He called me and said, look, Trell, I'm about to send you a pack.
Yeah.
I said, what? Brian Michael Cox is about to send me a pack?
Yeah.
What? I was jumping up and down through that warehouse, bro.
Yeah.
I recorded to all of them beats, and I know I made some fire. Never responded. Never. It's like that.
That's how the music industry is.
Bro.
And they probably hit up a whole bunch of songwriters, producers, and then they want you to give them inventory for them to pick what's the best thing. Dang, that is hard. So let's go back to this. What was night one of sleeping outside of Wafflehouse like when you were homeless?
I'm gonna play it out. This is how it was.
Yeah.
So when I would work at DHL.
Yeah.
And when I would leave work, we would get done working at like 2 a.m. No, 11 or 12, one of those times. It was either till 2 or I got done at 11. Whenever we would get done, I would have my boss, I'll say, hey boss, like, could you drop me off at this area? It was either Walmart or Waffle House. If Walmart was closed, because it wasn't a 24-hour Walmart sometime, or at that area. If it wasn't open, I would go to Waffle House. So what I would do is this. I would get on my phone when I walk into Waffle House and be like, hey, bro, where you at? I just got off. I've been waiting. I've been hitting you up. What you mean it's going to take you 3 hours? Bro, what? Bro. All right, dog. And I'll act like I was frustrated, put my phone on. I'll be like, I'm going to be here a minute. You know what I'm saying? Like, is that cool? You know, they'll be like, oh, sweetheart, I feel so bad. I know her.
Yeah.
That's how it was. So I only needed about 3 or 4 hours with the Waffle House situation. I would fall asleep, but what I would do is I was really just waiting for the buses to start running.
Would you be inside the Waffle House?
I was inside the Waffle House. Doing it, just chilling. And I did this all the time. I'm talking about
But did they get it though after a while?
I did that for about like 2 months, and then they started to catch on. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
because I'm saying if you're doing it every day, don't they?
But it's not every day, because sometimes I went to Walmart, sometimes I went to Waffle House.
Yeah.
It's to the point they knew my name.
Yeah.
Like, how you doing, baby? Like, the older ladies are there. So
Would they give you some food sometimes?
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes, yeah. I'll be like, man, I'm short, boom, boom, boom. Actually, I started to actually tell the truth. Like, listen, it's a situation, boom, boom, boom. But the Walmart situation would go like, when the buses would start running, I'll hop on that bus. You know what I'm saying? I'll sleep on the bus. Then sometimes I'll sleep on the,
Would you just let the bus run and because you like
until I had to be at work again at 1 o'clock.
So sometimes you would just keep circling.
Yeah, I would circle, and then sometimes sometimes if it was a girl I knew and I had somewhere to go, boom, 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 run the play, go to the studio. Sometimes I got called to go to the studio, whatever. I was surviving, bro. When I think about these days, it's crazy. So that's that part. But the Walmart situation was the most traumatizing.
Right.
So I would go to Walmart and I would act like I'm shopping for a little bit until I couldn't walk no more, really.
Right.
And I would go into the bathroom. And I would just go in there and be I think I never could sleep good in Walmart. First of all, the bathroom stall is hard. Like it's nothing but metal. So, and it's not even a back like plate. It's like just the wall and this pole. It's uncomfortable. It's in my back.
So you just sleep on the toilet.
Yeah. And I put my feet up as much as I can. But every time the lights would turn off, I would wake up because they have motion sensor lights. So I would always have to wake up.
Were you ever there when it closed?
No, because this is a different Walmart. This isn't the same Walmart. There's a 24-hour one, and then there's the one that closes.
Yeah.
Whenever I can get to the 24-hour one, because I didn't want them catching on at Wafflehouse, that's what I would do. I would go to that one, and then my boss, all I did was tell my boss when I got off of work, can you drop me off at the Walmart? That's where my girl worked, and I would wait for her to get off. So he didn't even know. He would every time he dropped me off there, I used to be once I was crying sometimes when I would walk out the car because I knew I had nowhere to go.
Yeah.
I'm talking about, bro, that was a very
And that feeling of not having anywhere to go is crazy because you're like, I can't even just go home or whatever. So then let's talk about what got you out of homeless, because we all go through seasons in life, right? And then the hardest part, I believe, in any season is you don't know when that season is over with. So what was the part that changed it for you? When
that job fired me. So I have something called Crohn's disease. So it's really hard for me to work.
Yeah.
And I'd be tired. I have to go to the bathroom a lot when I'm at these jobs. And I remember with this specific job, I told the manager before I got hired, I said, I have something called Crohn's disease and it's tough. So sometimes I don't feel good. I always explain that before any job I applied for hired me because I wanted to be transparent and upfront. And he said, my wife has Crohn's disease. So I understand completely. You don't got to worry about anything. I won't get upset with you. Thank you for letting me know ahead of time. A lot of people don't do that. Thank you. Boom. I thought we was good.
Right.
4 months into the job, bro, he walked up to me and was like, listen, Montrell, you're a great worker. I love that you pushed through. But a lot of people are complaining about you being in the bathroom and they're complaining about that. It's not fair. He gets to do this and he gets to come in late. He told me, I can't sacrifice the whole team just for you. I gotta let you go. I'm so sorry. I was so mad, I almost fought dude.
Dang.
I was hurt, bro, because I was gonna go see my son.
Yeah.
I was going to save up enough money to go I didn't see my son for a year.
Where does that feel mentally as a flight? You're like, I'm my life not together. I got a human being, which is a son in the world. Are you just like?
It was heart wrenching, bro. You got to think. Then I finally get into a situation where I'm in Douglasville now. I don't know how I ended up in Douglasville.
Yeah.
But I ended up finding this app called Roomster.
Yeah.
And people have these apps where you can come rent a room out. I ended up all the way in Douglasville. Didn't realize it was so far from everything because my geographical skills are trash. So now I'm even in a worse situation. And this dude's a war vet and he's crazy, threatening me all the time and kicking me out. And one day I'm talking about that was
the
crazy.
Guy who owned the house.
I owned the house. It was a huge crib too, but he was an Army vet. His wife couldn't even stay with him because his PTSD is so bad. If he didn't take his medicine, he was a trip. I would take him. One way I would pay the rent was I would take him to all his VA visits. But if he was mad at me, I don't need, it got bad, bro. I'm talking about I was going through all these situations, bro. Then I took this construction job because a hurricane happened in North Carolina. You know about those hurricanes? Remember that? So I ended up finding this ad on Craigslist that said we can do roofing.
Yeah.
I said, I got construction experience, so let me do this job.
Right.
Bro, I went to go do that job. It was all a scam. So I'm in North Carolina with nothing.
How'd you get there?
They got us all a car. No, one of the dudes that was there that got hired with me, he used his car to drop all 6 of us to North Carolina.
Dang.
And we thought we was like $70 an hour. Ooh. We about to be up. My life is I actually quit a job. I quit a job to go do that because I was only making $12 an hour taking apart TVs and doing that. I always did hard work with my hands. And they were paying every week, and that was enough for me to pay my rent sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But I left that job so I can go make $70 an hour.
Yeah,
bro. We was out there for almost 2 months, bro. We was sleeping in an abandoned hotel, abandoned apartment, roaches. We was fighting.
How many of y'all?
It was 6 of us. Bro,
everybody kind of in the same situation because I'm like, how did y'all even get in?
Desperate, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I'm telling you, bro.
And you found this on Craigslist, you said?
Craigslist, yes. And it was actually a real job, but the contractor was sketchy. He was having us doing work and he was taking the money and running off.
So y'all, in the 2 months, y'all never got paid?
No, not once. Nope. And it's crazy.
How did they keep stringing you along?
Because they would say, we gotta wait. And then we had no choice. What we gonna do? We ain't got nowhere to go.
Yeah.
I had nothing. You gotta think, I was homeless.
Everybody kind of was, right?
Yes, but you gotta think, once I left, I knew I was gonna be gone for 3 months.
Yeah.
So when I took that job, I let the place go that I was staying at. So now I don't got a house again. Because that job, I was like, I'm gonna make $70 an hour for 3 months. I'm gonna stack up at least 15 racks.
Right.
I'm gonna come back and get me an apartment, do this, go see my son, do this and that.
Right.
Bro, I'm telling you, I got videos and pictures of me roofing and everything, but I had to run this play. I fell off the roof.
On purpose.
I had to do the finesse.
Dang.
So when I did that, I fell off the roof because we were doing a roofing on a subway. This is crazy. I hope I don't go to jail for this, but it's dead now, whatever. But we went to a subway, and the contractor told us it was raining outside. That's completely illegal to go and do a roofing job. You can't even be on top of the roof when it's raining outside. He told us if we don't do the roof, we never gonna get paid. Y'all gonna be fired. I'm gonna send you back. So I knew that was illegal because I started to study the legality part of that stuff. I said, I'm finna fall off this roof and blame dude.
Right.
I had witnesses. He had us up there. Bro, so when that happened, he came.
How high was the roof?
It was probably like 12 feet.
Okay.
It was high enough.
Yeah.
But I'm not dumb. So what happens? There's the roof. There's the roof. And then there's that little side thing like to protect the rain from hitting the person.
The gutter.
Dropped in the gutter.
Yeah.
So it was so funny too because I fell off and I hit the gutter.
Yeah.
And then I fell.
Okay. Did you hurt anything?
No.
Okay.
I was good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it looked bad.
Yeah.
The people that drive through, all they see was a body fall. Boom,
And
boom.
the gutter fall off.
The gutter didn't fall off.
Okay.
No, but they was like, oh my God. They called the ambulance. I got in the ambulance truck, all that stuff. This is not a good, but bro,
But you're
I was
desperate.
desperate, bro. I said, I can get some money off of this, dude.
Yeah.
Like, none of that stuff worked out the way it was supposed to work out, but he ended up picking the dude that got us, that orchestrated the job, actually drove all the way to North Carolina to come and get us so we can go home. And I let him know when we was in the car. I said, bro, I don't got nowhere to go. And I'm going to sue because y'all shouldn't have had me on that roof. So
Facts.
he didn't want to get sued. So what he did was he helped me as much as he could. He got me a place to stay at for like 2 weeks when I got back to Atlanta, which was one of his homies. Sketchy as heck though, real sketchy. And then he ended up feeling so bad about the situation that he actually gave me a car. It's a Grand Marquis. He said,
The contractor?
yes, he gave me $500 and I gave him that $500 back for that Grand Marquis. He said, I didn't have to pay him anything else after that. I slept in that car for like 6 months, bro.
But he basically gave you a home.
Bro, he gave me a crib.
Yeah.
Bro, that Grand Marquis.
Did you come back to Atlanta?
Yeah, we all drove back to Atlanta at this point.
Okay,
That's what I'm saying.
okay,
He got me
okay.
a crib in Atlanta. I stayed with one of his friends, one of his close friends. I stayed there for 2 weeks and I had to leave. And then when I had to leave, I said, I still don't got nowhere to go, bro. This is a bad situation, dog. Like everything I was trying was just failing. One of the girls I was messing with, I was staying with her for like 3 weeks. She ended up getting sick of me. You know what I'm saying? It's only so long you can.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Like, wait, this dude's wearing the same outfit every single day.
Dang,
I
yeah.
had nothing, bro.
Dang.
Nothing. You know what I'm saying? So it's actually it makes me a little emotional. I think about how far I came, bro. It's real. Like, these stories are real and it's on my phone. So I have like a movie.
You need to put that together too.
Bro,
yeah,
my
for
brother
sure.
Maddie be always telling me, Trell, your story is like, he'll sit there and be listening for hours, bro, because
Yeah.
my story is real, bro.
Right.
But yeah, that homeless situation was very damaging. When did I not become homeless anymore? Oh, I ended up getting this white girl. She was really nice. You know, she thought I was attractive or whatever. And at this point, I'm not doing music. I'm doing modeling at this point.
How'd you end up in modeling?
Because I honestly, when I was in Wisconsin, I used to model.
Okay.
I was a model. Like, I did modeling, extra work, like all kind of stuff. Like, I got resumes and everything for that stuff. I was in commercials for the Green Bay Packers, all kind of stuff like that.
Okay.
So I found out in Atlanta, acting is a big thing. So I said, oh, I used to make $3,000 in like 2 days in Wisconsin. Let me do that here as an extra.
Yeah.
Because of the union, they don't pay that much in Atlanta. So I was doing all this extra work, $75 for all day. doing stuff for Star and these black TV shows. It was so funny, bro. Like I was hustling. I was trying everything, bro. But I ended up meeting her one day after a set. She was really pretty girl. And we ended up rocking. And she knew my situation. She was so nice to me that she would just ask me, like, what's really going on? Because every time you come over, you don't want to leave type stuff. And I told her the truth. And she was like, look, I'm going to help you. She showed me this app where you can get a room. It was different than Roomster. It was like a really good app. It wasn't sketchy or nothing. But I ended up getting a house.
Yeah.
But the catch was that house had 8 people in that house. So it was crazy. So that's when I wasn't homeless anymore.
Okay.
It was done after that.
Yeah.
That was it. And then
you were able to pick yourself up.
I was able to pick because I got another job that was closer. Right?
What part of town were you in?
Lithonia.
Okay, where you are now.
Where I am now, where I got my new house. Yeah. And it's crazy. I just drove over there the other day I was like, bro, wow, bro, this is crazy. And then Leilani, she was my best friend at the time. She lived 12 minutes from me. This is the one that it was crazy. I had a staph infection so bad in my leg from sleeping in them abandoned apartments that the staph infection looked like somebody shot me with a Desert Eagle in my leg.
Dang.
The staph infection was so bad it almost killed me. Leilani actually she saw I was really messed up. She gave me like $400 to get the medicine. I would have died. The doctor literally told me if you would have waited one more day, this would have been in your blood. Dang. I said, wow, bro. Wow.
And you were just walking with it.
Bro, walking with it. I was trying, bro, and it was bleeding through my... Oh, a job let me go for that. I forgot about that. I got fired. I had an infection so bad that the blood was leaking through my pants. That's how bad it was. It wasn't healing because I couldn't afford the medicine. Yeah. Bro, the dude fired me. He said, you're a liability. Get out of here. I said, you're going to fire me, bro? He said, go now. You should never have came here with that injury. Bro, I almost put my hands on that dude because at this point, I was at breaking point.
Yeah.
I remember, wow, I forgot about that, dog.
Yeah.
And then one of the girls her name's Olivia. She was really nice. She tried to help me. I met her out one night at the club. And I was just cool, you know what I'm saying? And I ended up hitting her up. In that situation, she let me sleep on her couch, but I was bleeding on her couch. I'm talking about, bro, these stories are crazy.
This is real crazy.
Real. It's like playing in my head. I'm trying not to cry. It's real, bro. And then it was this dude named Drew. I love him. That's still my boy. We had some situations, but that's my boy. I met him at the club one day. It was this place where they throw paper towels, boogaloo. I don't know what it was, but I was in there. This is my first 2 weeks in Atlanta. So what happened was I was in the club. I'm networking. He had chains on and all this, bro. He's like 6'5", muscular dude. He looked like somebody. Yeah. And I said, you rap, bro? He said, nah. I said, how's the music scene out here? He looked back at me also. I'm like, nigga, what you think? It's Atlanta. Yeah. I said, all right, you right, bro. You know, I'm new to here. You know what I'm saying? Let me just lock in with you. Maybe we could do something with the music. Boom, boom, boom. He's like, all right, bro. Gave me his number, whatever. Bro, I was so messed up at one point that I started hitting up people, letting them know, like, I need help. Right. He actually answered the phone one day. I said, bro, look, I know you only met me that one time, but bro, like I'm trying to chase this dream. I'm doing this. Like, bro, I need your help, bro. Like a week, I've got this new job that I'm about to start. He was like, bro, nigga, I don't know you. Like, why you asking me? Yeah. But guess what happened? 3 days later, he called me back and was like, look, bro, I'm gonna help you, dog. But pull up, I want to lock in with you. I want to see where your head at. I want to make sure you ain't on no weird. Bro, he actually helped me, bro. He had a spot in Buckhead, bro. Yeah. And he let me sleep on the floor in this ducked off little corner because he used to Airbnb a spot out. So this is the living room. Mm-hmm. If he had Airbnb guests, because they would only come in through, they would never have been able to see me. Yeah. Because they only get to Airbnb out certain spots of the house. So gotcha. I would sleep, I'm 6'2", by the way, okay? So I would sleep in a little corner area with my feet tucked in just so I can sleep, bro. He helped me so much. And then if they didn't Airbnb the spot out, he'll let me sleep in the room, but I just had to make sure the house was clean. Me and him got into a situation. It was bad. Like a gun got drew. Like
you've been through a lot.
I've been through a lot, bro. I'm telling you, like, this is real, bro. And I'm not perfect because I was trying to survive, bro. Yeah. So I made a lot of mistakes. You know what I'm saying? I'm in a whole new world. But I'm talking about, I got situations where I was going house to house. It was bad, bro. Mm-hmm. Dang, bro, God is real, bro.
God's real. Yeah, for real.
It's like, so that's the homeless situation, bro. But
and then, so I guess what I want the people to hear is you've been through so much. They've heard that. They're probably wowed just because this is different than what a lot of people go through. When does it really start coming up? You see what I'm saying? Like, because I thought that was going to be the situation. But when does it start coming up? What relationships made it come up to where you could start really networking and feel confident in what you're selling to people?
So
like, who did you meet that COVID?
So Melani, okay, she's huge part of my story. So what happened was this. So I don't know how God does this with me planting seeds and they coming back later.
Right.
But this is what happened. When I first came to Atlanta, I went to Foot Locker to buy some shoes. Me and my boy Dom went to, he was one of the dudes I was trying to do the acting stuff too with. We went to Foot Locker to get some shoes because I needed some shoes for a shoot or something like that. I wanted to look fly. So what happened was we went to Foot Locker. There's this pretty girl.
Yeah.
I'm just in Mac mode. I'm just having fun. This is when I got some money in my pocket. So I'm talking like I'm that dude. Like, listen, I'm a songwriter. Like, let me take you out to dinner sometime.
Right.
She said, okay. And she put a number in my phone.
Yeah.
That was it.
Melani,
yeah. So watch this. This is what happened. 4-5 months later, I have nothing. But because I have Brian Michael Cox following me, I got all these people following me. I got Troy Taylor following me. I got legends following me at this point, right?
Mm-hmm.
Legends. Now, what happened was this. All I did was hit up singers that were independent, that didn't have a lot of followers, 5,000, 8,000 followers, minimum, maximum, stuff like that. And I would tell them, I'm a songwriter. Let's get in the studio. I know this person. I know this person. I know that person. I know this person. Some of them would respond. And I would tell them, look, it's $500 for a song, $250 for this, boom, 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 boom. One day, so my algorithm showed nothing but singers. That's all I did was DM singers because I was trying to make money. And one day on my algorithm, this beautiful girl was singing this princess song from a Disney movie, Fire, or was it a Beyonce song? It was one of them two. It was mesmerizing. I was like, oh my God, like she only had like 8,000 followers. I said, let me DM her and say I'm a songwriter. So what happened was she answered back.
Mm-hmm.
She said, yeah, we can get in the studio. Boom, boom, boom. That's fine. She sent me her number. I called the number, bro. It was already saved in my phone. I said, why is your number in my phone? This is weird. Like, what's going on? Like, I don't know how that happened. We both was creeped out. But that next week we had the studio session, right? I pull up in the studio session. We start vibing. I said, you look kind of familiar though. I don't know. Like, she looked at the shoes that I had on and she realized those was the shoes that she sold me at Foot Locker. I said, oh, that's how I got your number.
Full circle.
Full circle. The same.
So how would you get who paid for the studio?
No, she had a studio connection with some guys that had a studio, and I just met her there.
And what would you do? Write the songs?
I was and we made it. When I tell you, bro.
So you were writing the songs?
I was writing the songs and what's the word I used to use? Orchestrating them and doing the melodies and doing all that. I was producing the song.
Yeah. Okay.
A producer isn't someone that makes the beats. A producer is someone that produces on the song, just in general.
Got you.
A songwriter.
Got you.
Engineer, all that is producing.
And that was putting some money in your pocket because you were just having all these artists.
And that's how me and her became friends right then and there. Like, ever since then, we was locked in.
Yeah.
Like, just friends, though. I don't ever flirt with clients. Everything else happened like years later. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But that situation right there was that. If it wasn't for that situation, you got to think, when COVID hit, I was staying in that room with all them people. Mm-hmm. And it was bad, bro. I'm talking about it was bad. Melani was like, you should just come stay. Just come stay with us.
Yeah.
I was like, no, I'm good.
Right.
Like, I'm too egotistical. Like, I don't like feeling like I'm honored that I even got my little 1-bedroom situation with these 8 people. I'm so content. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But it got so bad to where the landlord tried to raise the rent like $200 a month. I couldn't afford that. Yeah. So when that stuff happened, I was like, then her COVID hit, her and her mom was like, just come on, baby, come on, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And they took me in like family. It was holiday season. It was like Thanksgiving or Christmas. You got to think, it was to a point, bro, on Thanksgiving, I don't celebrate holidays anymore, but on Thanksgiving, I ate popcorn. That was my dinner.
For real?
Popcorn, bro.
Dang.
I used to get a bowl of, I used to go to Family Dollar.
Because you be by yourself.
Bro.
And you just like, I just want to celebrate, you know.
Not even celebrate. I want to eat.
Yeah, true. I see what you're saying.
No, but what happened was I would go to Family Dollar and I bought a pot and I would get these instant mashed potatoes and then I would do some macaroni to make it a little solid. And I would mix that up together, mashed potatoes, macaroni, and I would eat that for a week.
Right.
And if I had a little extra money, I'll get the beef sausage or the chicken sausage and cut it up at Family Dollar. But that's how I ate for months, bro. I remember Melanie was like, you eating jail food.
Right.
But I ate that with a happy face, bro.
Yeah.
Because I was working hard every day. I knew I was going to make it. I said, I'm going to be something one day.
Yeah.
I'm going to make it.
Right.
I don't know how I got this resilience, bro. It's like a roach. I tell people all the time, everybody want to be these elegant animals, like the dodo bird and the dinosaurs. They're all dead. They're all extinct.
Yeah.
They are not resilient. I'm a roach, G. Like I'm saying, like it's okay. You know what I'm saying? Like God blessed me with endurance, resilience, and ambition, bro. And that's what did it. But after that situation, I had a clothing brand already that I had in Wisconsin called Cancer. My aunt died from, this is when everything, I'm trying to get to it. This is how everything changed. So my auntie died from cancer. She left me like $2,000. This was in 2016. So this is way before I got to Atlanta. I took that money and I made this clothing brand. It'll be dope if you could spell this out on top of my head or something. It was the word answer. So ANSWER, answer. And I put the letter C in front of it. What does that spell?
Cancer.
Bam. That's
like
my
the
first
answer to
clothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That
Gotcha.
was the clothing brand I started in 2016. I had kickball events with the Packers, all kind of stuff like that, but I was doing my thing. But I got distracted and started hustling, selling weed, doing all kind of dumb stuff because I wanted more money and I gave up on that.
Right.
And I wanted to do music, so I gave up on that. So, but when I was in that house with Melania and her family, I said, let me take a step back from music.
Yeah.
I got to take a step back from music. This is not a good situation right now. Sleeping in somebody's house. It was a beautiful, huge house. They took me in like family, bro. Like for real.
Chasing the music dream.
Chasing that music dream. I'm talking about I was in situations where LVRN said they was going to sign me. All kind of situations. I was writing. I was making a little money here and there because I had to contribute something while I was staying there. You know what I'm saying? But anytime somebody had paid me $1,500, $500, I would hear mom, boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? So I did my part. But it got to a point where I said, I need to refocus on this clothing brand. I'm going to do that. So me and Melanie both, I had $300, she had $300, and we put that together and I bought a bulk of shirts. Yeah. She went to California. She was gone for 4 days. I had her money back plus some. Like, here you go. Thank you for I flipped them shirts so quick, bro. I'm talking about, and I said, wait a minute, I got something right here. Yeah. And then I changed the name from Cancer. I was writing a song one day and it was something survive. I said, I can survive. I said, we can survive. We can survive. Put that on the shirt, went crazy, bro.
Went crazy?
Yes. I took some of that EIDL money.
Yeah.
Whatever that money was, I took that.
Yeah.
Put that into that clothing brand, bro. I was going crazy in
Can
Atlanta,
the people still buy those shirts?
Yeah, they
like
can
they're
still buy
listening?
them. Cancerbrand.com.
Cancerbrand.com.
Yes, sir. I'm
okay.
talking about, bro.
We're going to put it in the description.
Yeah. I'm talking about, bro, that brand. I was going crazy. In 2020, I did a kickball for cancer event. Because after I think I stayed with her and her mom and her family for like 5 months, something like that. I ended up getting a check. I took that money, went to go see my son for the first time in a year and a half. Right? I took that money, went to go see my son when I was in Wisconsin seeing my son. So this is a beautiful moment, bro. I made up I already knew I was going to get me an apartment now. I said, I'm going to get me an apartment. So when I was up there with my son, I was looking up apartments. I'm talking about, bro, I came back to Atlanta, I was straight. Yeah. My clothing brand is doing decent, like 5,000 here a month, 3,000 here a month. I was good, bro. And then I got that little unemployment and all that stuff. I was good, bro. No cap. I'm not one of the people that's gonna make it seem like, bro, that's something that God blessed me with. Right. I don't care how you got it, how it happened. It happened. I could have blew that money on some stupid stuff. I invested in myself with that bread. Right. You feel me? So when I got that money, bro, all this stuff changed my life, bro. No cap, it set me up to exactly where I'm at right now. You know, and then what changed you? So now you're doing your clothing brand starting to show you success. You're getting, you're able to pull yourself up by the bootstraps. Then when did let me teach other entrepreneurs how to get past adversity? Because a lot of times in entrepreneurship, it's so easy to be knocked down. So since you're like, you know what, I've been through worse than you guys are worried about, entrepreneurship bills. I know what it's like to survive. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So when you're teaching them how to survive in their own business, when were you like, I need to mass produce this in a sense of helping other entrepreneurs show them that the things they're going through aren't the worst? This is what happened. So I've always been networking. That's always been my skill, bro. Like at the end of the day, every time I made a big jump in my life was because of the God-given gift I have of communicating with other people and building relationships. So what happened is I met this dude named Matty J.
The one of the cars.
Boy, man, he is. I can't even say the cars. My brother is.
When I not first met him, the first time I saw him, he had a clothing brand when I was in college called Likeable Assholes.
Yeah, that's him.
Yeah.
No, my brother is
and then the 2 Chainz shirts.
Yep. My brother's a guru. He is, and bro. That's my brother, my spiritual brother. I love him. I give him his flowers. That's my boy. So what happened was this. My clothing brand was building some traction. I was doing like 5,000-10,000. I was doing my thing, and I'm donating all this money to people with cancer. I was making impact out here in Atlanta. I was doing my thing. So what happened was this. When Melanie was doing makeup at the apartment, she would get these clients. Her clientele was crazy because she was doing people that had status, right? And one girl, she was doing her makeup. Her boyfriend was Tracy T. He's from Atlanta. He knows his, stuff like that. I didn't know who he was. She said she's dating a rapper. So I went to go talk. When he pulled up to pick her up, I said, can I go talk to your boyfriend real quick? Can I run that place? She was like, oh yeah, he'll love to talk to you. His mom has cancer right now. Or she just beat cancer. So when I went to go talk to him outside, he pulled up in a Range Rover. I was talking to him. And he was like, bro, I love this. I said, let's do a kickball for cancer event for your moms. Like, let's do that. Let's run that play.
Right.
He said, bro, my mama would love that. So I built that relationship right there. So I built this kickball for cancer event. Melanie also knew somebody named Pretty V. Shout out to my sister. I love you. I remember one day she got a call. She was like, can you do my makeup? Man, I was like, oh, Pretty V gonna come through. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, bet. We got the kickball for cancer event. I'm gonna ask her because she promoted it. She came. She showed love. I'm talking about, bro. So what happened was this. When I met Maddie, this is the funny part. This is where I told you God has a story with me, dog.
Right.
When I first was in Atlanta, sometimes I would go, because I had nothing to do sometimes. I would go hoop at LA Fitness.
In Atlantic
This one was
Station?
in Brookhaven, though, I think.
Brookhaven.
This is the one that was in Brookhaven. But some people might sound still toxic when I hoop. You was just hooping with me. Am I toxic?
I've heard you've been worse.
That's improvement. Thanks to God. But so what happened was I was being real toxic on the court because Maddie's a ball hog. Everybody knows my brother don't like, he be doing, he's 6'6" and he act like he a point guard, whatever.
Right.
He's really a big man. He's a big dude. But I was arguing with him, stuff like that. But I still had my shirt on that said cancer. And I always tell people, yeah, I got this clothing brand, this and the third, boom, boom, boom. This is in 2018 when I told him about this. So what happened was this. Let's fast forward.
So you met Maddie before the
Maddie
COVID?
Way before.
Okay.
I met Maddie hooping in 2018, bro, when I first got to Atlanta. And I actually gave him my number, and his number was in my phone too. Now, fast forward 3 years later, a year later, a year and a half later, something like that. What happened was this. I lost my wallet at Walmart. Me and Melanie were like running around trying to find it.
Did you just have cash in it too?
It was a whole bunch of stuff in that wallet, bro.
Yeah.
Because I was making money at this time. So, So, she left. She was like, let me go see if it's at the house. And then I stayed in Walmart running around. I remember Schoolie, that's one of the 2 Chainz artists. He was watching me run around. He was like, what's wrong with you, bro? I was like, bro, I lost my wallet. He actually tried to help me find the wallet. They felt so bad, but I couldn't even network with them.
I remember Schoolie when I was younger. Schoolie used to be killing it, man.
He was killing it, bro. But I wanted to network with them. I couldn't even network with them dudes because I was looking for my wallet.
Right.
I was pissed, bro. I was like, I'm missing network opportunities because of my irresponsibility. But look at what happened, bro. I leave. I walk outside. Just look on the ground for my wallet. This dude pulls up and I ate. And now I got the kickball for cancer event. I said, let me go network with this dude. I'm not used to seeing I8s. So I said, this dude must do something. So I walked up to the car and I said, hey, bro, what you do, man? I got this kickball for cancer event coming up.
Right.
He said, bro, this brand is dope. This is cool. I can't come to this event because me and my brothers, we all got this paintball event that we about to do, but I love to pull up to the next one. I said, yeah, Pretty V gonna be there. My boy Tracy T doing this. He said, you know V? I said, yeah, that's like fam, she cool. He's like, all right, bet. He did his research and all that.
And is this Maddie?
Maddie. This is Maddie, yeah. He's like, my name Maddie J and stuff like this, but guess what happened?
What?
He said, bro, I remember you. I said, from where? He said, bro, you got the clothing brand for cancer. I met you in the gym alone. You never hit me up.
Yeah.
Bro, his number was in my phone.
Dang.
Just like Melani's number was in my phone. I've had multiple.
God always putting little seeds,
Bro,
and
God
you just
is
don't
a
even
gardener.
understand them. Yeah,
God
he is.
is the master
Gardener.
planter.
I like that.
You feel me? The master planner and a master planter.
And a lot of times, a lot of times you don't even know when the seeds are being planted. That's what's crazy.
This is the last. This is what I'm gonna say about God planting seeds. This is the most impactful thing that's ever happened to me in my life. So I'm adopted. I had a rough growing up, bro. Like bullying. I had the most horrific. I'm talking about bad stuff, bro. So at this time, I'm 15 years old, right? I was at school one day, and my cousin Chucky was dating this girl named Quanda. He's been dating her for like 3 years. Now I'm a freshman, I'm a sophomore. They're seniors. So what happened was this: she comes to the table one day and says, "You and your sister, K-Tel, y'all are my brothers and sisters." I said, "Get out my face! Like, what are you talking about? This is weird. Get your girl. This is awkward. Like, what is she doing? Like, what? What are you saying, bro?" I've always been an inquisitive kid. There was one day I went in, this is like years before that happened. I remember looking at a picture with my last name crossed out, and my new last. I was like, why is this crossed out? And then Elam is right. I was like, huh? But I always ignored it. You know what I'm saying? But I remember I went home that same day after she told me that, and me and my mom were watching the Discovery Channel. And it was the birth channel. The birth show was on. I said, "Mom, did it hurt when you had us?" She was screaming, crying. I got to tell you the truth. I was like, what? I'm adopted? And that this is the worst time.
How old are you?
I was 15.
Okay.
And this was bad because I was being bullied. I was suicidal. Bad things was happening to me in my family. I'm talking about, I felt like nobody wanted me. But then when I found out my mom didn't want me, bro, I'm talking about I went through, it was bad, bro. It was bad. Like, so, but it's crazy because God, that was a seed that was planted. You got to think Milwaukee is a big city. It's not small. My cousin could have been dating any person in Milwaukee, but God kept me close to my family. Yeah. And I met my mom, and I met my dad, and I met all my 8 sisters and my 2 brothers. And I got to know another part of me on why I am the way I am and all these things I'm talking about, bro. It was crazy.
It's a blessing, though.
It's a blessing.
Because then you understand where you're truly from, bro, everything.
All of that. And me and my mom are, even rest in peace to my dad. He just passed away. But it's crazy, bro.
You and your adopted mom really close?
Now we are. Yeah.
Okay.
He wasn't at first for a while. My mom is different.
Yeah.
That's my mama, though. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's crazy, bro. Like, it's like God has kept me through so much. And it's like, for what? It's so I could inspire other people. It's like I said in one of my videos, I said, I always wanted to be a motivational speaker. You know what I'm saying? But God said, okay, bet. I'm gonna let you do that, but let me give you some stuff to go through so you can actually motivate somebody.
Is it in the Bible where, and I always know the story and say it to myself, but I be missing on certain parts. Was it Job that he took around the world?
No, he made Job go through. Actually, it was the devil, but God let the devil test his heart.
Can you remember? It was 40 years, right?
No, that's not Job. That's Moses.
Which one? Moses?
Yeah.
I'm thinking.
No, yeah, that's Moses. Yeah, in Canaan, when they were on their way to Canaan in the desert after the prince of Egypt. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, when they took him around for 40 years just to bring him back to become the king. That was Job.
I don't know. I don't know that part.
Okay, but basically, let's say it's Job, and they'll correct us in the comments, whatever. But the story and the principles still resemble themselves. So a lot of times we want to reach success so quick, right? And the issue with reaching success so quick is sometimes that you're not prepared for that success. So what will happen in life is God will take us through all these journeys and tribulations so that when that timing is correct, now you can offer the most value in that situation. So a lot of times when we're going through these situations, what we got to understand is not to beat ourselves up, but to understand that this is just the process of turning me into what I need to be.
Bro, to build you up, not to beat you up.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That's how it is, bro. I learned that quick. It's crazy. I'm almost 30, bro. I'm turning 30 tomorrow.
Jeez.
This is crazy,
Happy birthday.
Bro. Thank you, man. Thank you. But the thing, when I met Matty J, though, it's like he instantly started, come to this hoop session. Boom, boom, boom. Invited me here, invited me there. And I'm like, wow, like I'm around a different type of, I've never been around people like that. I was only used to being around people in the music industry. So I never knew these entrepreneurs and the mindsets they had and credit and all this. I'm really not.
Your circle started changing.
My circle started changing. Everything started changing, bro. I'm so glad it happened. So I remember, but the thing that really changed, one day Maddie was on live and he was talking about God. And I'm very open when people speak about spiritual, you know what I'm saying? Because I obviously have a very huge testimony when it comes to God. And he was saying, yeah, man, I don't care about none of this material stuff. The only reason why I wear this stuff is so I can go up here to where these people are and bring them to God.
That's deep.
I said, wow. I said, what church do you go to, bro? DM'd him. He hit me. Well, I already had his number, but I DM'd him when he said that because he was already he was on Instagram on live. I said, bro, I need to go to that church, whatever church you at, because I never heard anybody.
Was this before your 7-day Adventist?
No, I'm not 7-day Adventist.
Oh, I thought you were. Because you go to church.
I'm a Christian.
But y'all go to church on Saturdays.
That's a Christian. What day did Jesus go to church?
Yeah.
Did Jesus go to
But
church?
I know 7 days usually go on Saturday. That's why I thought that.
Yeah. The definition of a Christian is to do what Christ did, not what other people want to do.
Right.
It's what Jesus went to church on the Sabbath.
Yeah.
Even in Spanish, the Saturday is what? Salvador or something like that, right? So the Sunday is for worshiping the sun God. That's where that day came from. You know, the devil's clever.
Yeah.
You know, it's kill, steal, and destroy, right? You know what I'm saying? And to confuse. So yeah, that's that part. But when me and him locked in on the spiritual, my life changed, bro. I'm talking about, I'm not trying to sound corny when I say this. I didn't make my first $30,000 in a month until I focused on my spiritual.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm serious, bro. I don't know what happened. I'm talking about, I started to go to rooms with, that's how I met Justin. Bro, that's deep, bro. You already get it. That's really what it is, bro. And I'm not gonna cap. I remember I knew about it 2 weeks ahead of time I was gonna get that 30,000. I knew it. I couldn't know. I was like, man, Lonnie, I was geeked, bro. I never seen that much money in my life. 30 racks? Oh, it's up. This ain't no PPP. This is my business. Like, I'm geeked, bro. So it's like, I was like, I worked hard for this. It's coming through. I'm doing my thing. And then when I got it, I was in the worst depression ever.
Yeah.
Because I didn't realize I had insecurities. I didn't realize that I was depressed. I didn't realize I didn't love myself. I didn't realize I was pretentious. I didn't realize that I had these. It exposed me to things because I'm not thinking about food. I remember I was going out to eat. I'm talking about when that money hit, I was blowing money.
Dang, because you never had the financial literacy at this time.
Never.
So now you're like, I have this money. And then that's what happens to so many entrepreneurs when they first come into money. It's like, oh, this is different.
Yep.
And one thing that I always say is like, you can never get comfortable with money just because it's always going to change. You know what I'm saying? That a big like entrepreneurial sin really is expecting that money to always keep presenting itself. You know what I'm saying? AKA who moved my cheese.
Who moved my cheese? That's funny. No, but that's really what that is, bro. I remember I was going deep fried lobster. I'm talking about me and Melanie was going to Puerto Rico, Miami. We was lit. Bro, but one thing I did was invest in myself though.
Yeah.
You got to think, I paid $3,000 just to be in a room with Corey and Justin and Neo.
Yeah.
When I got that money, I invested in myself, bro.
Yeah.
I'm talking about.
And what happened from being in that room?
I got to build with
a world of new networking connections.
Justin Phillips, like those dudes are gurus, you know what I'm saying? But I already knew them through Maddie. But when and you got to think I was still making money too. It's not like my brand stopped after I got that check. I was still working, you know what I'm saying? So, but when I started hanging around Mitch, Justin, Corey, Neo, David Shands, him 500, all these dudes. I saw a whole new world.
Yeah,
whole new world.
A whole new world.
You funny, bro. That song is fire. I actually just listened to that last week.
Yeah,
the Brian McKnight version though with Celine Dion. Fire.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. No, but yeah, that's what happened, bro. And then what else happened? That kickball event went crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
And then did you start leveraging your network with like these people? And then that's how you got into like business coaching to help other people?
I didn't start coaching until I think I was watching Maddie one day coach at his crib. And I was like, dang, he keeps saying these things that I do already. Like one thing I've always done good or well is tell stories. Thanks to God. And he would listen to my stories sometimes and be like, bro, you have something that people will pay for.
Yeah.
You were homeless.
Right.
you can, like, you have something that people will pay you to be the shortcut for. And I never used to listen to them. I'd be like, I didn't think what I had was valuable, but eventually I started to just do it. One day somebody asked me to coach them. I only charged them $250.
Yeah.
They paid it. I said, bro, I just made $250 coaching?
Yeah.
What? And I started dividend dabbling, and I was like, I'm talking about 500.
Yeah.
Raising it up inch by inch, 1,000.
Yeah.
3,000.
Yeah.
7,000. 15,000. I'm talking about I was going crazy, but it's because one thing I do, I don't teach people how to make money.
Yeah.
It's not my job.
What's your job?
My job is to extract your skills and show you your value and your purpose.
Right.
So you can add that to your business.
Because we already got it. We just don't know how to, maximize on it.
You can't, like, Beyonce is Beyonce.
Yeah.
But without a vocal coach, an engineer, a producer, a songwriter, all of that, what would Beyonce be?
Raw talent, but she needs to be polished talent.
Polished talent, refined, nurtured, groomed, all of that. So a lot of people know. I have one client right now. He's making like $300,000 a year. She said, I tell her that you need to be teaching. Teaching. That's how you add another stream of income to your business, by teaching how you did what you do.
Right.
Right? And she said, I don't think I'm valuable enough. What did you think I did? I showed her value.
Right.
And now she's like, oh my God. I got one person, my first person that ever paid me $5,000. He was a real estate guru. He said, man, I just feel like everybody know the stuff I already, it's already all these coaches out here, all of this. I showed him his value and why what he does is valuable. I was telling him, I said, bro, it's all types of cars out here. Chevy didn't care that Escalade made something similar. They still dropped that car. I said, bro, there's always somebody that. There are still people that hit me up and ask, how do I do an LLC? Think about that. People still don't know how to do LLCs.
Do you have a target market for who you coach to? Is it more like startups? What level of business do you prefer? Or do you feel like you give the most impact to? Not saying that you won't take everybody, but who do you give the most impact to?
Right now, it's going to be high level. High level. Like, I got most of my clients are like millionaires and straight right now. They have a different...
Millionaires in revenue,
all of that. Yeah, investing, all of that stuff, bro. Like, or just successful in a field that they would love to start teaching in. Like, okay, I'm successful in stocks. I got one dude that's making M's in stocks. I'm talking about his money. And I told him, I said, bro, you need to be teaching people, because a lot of dudes that's doing stocks is doing fluff.
Yeah.
Bro, this dude's been doing stocks for 20 years. He still writes the graphs.
Oh, so he
knows
principles, fundamentals,
everything.
Yeah,
everything. And I said, bro, why are you not teaching people this? He said, really? I said, bro, you are losing your mind, bro. Why are you keeping this to yourself?
Right.
And he's making so much money that he doesn't even. That's why I kind of like working with people that are successful too, because my whole process is impact over income.
Yeah.
He cares so much about
So when you
impact.
say that, are you saying you like working with people who already have something running versus kind of like a startup that's starting from ground up?
If someone's coming at me with a startup, they have to be qualified in certain areas to work with me. Gotcha. I'm not just taking, because you got to think, that's a lot of work.
Yeah, it is.
You know what I mean? So yeah, that's that. But wait, I'm trying to think. Where were we going? Like, what were we just talking about? We were talking about Maddie, right? At first.
Maddie was the successor that got you to like the networking of this new circle that you've been in. You met Justin, you met Corey, him 500, all of them. And then you started being able to connect with other people and start coaching because you saw from that someone had paid you $250 to coach.
Oh yeah.
And then next thing you know, it was up from there.
Yeah. So yeah, that's really how I got started. Oh no, what happened was this. I remember I made $30,000 in a month. Maddie said, bro, you do understand that most people don't make $30,000 in a month. And I've done it multiple times. Even if I only made $10,000 in a month, what's the percentage? Like 92% of people don't make six figures in America?
Yeah.
$10,000 a month is a success story to some people.
Yeah.
Most people, right? I realized that I have something that I can, on top of my story from being homeless to where I'm at right now, on top of understanding how I got through this and how I got through that, no, I've made revenue in these companies. I can show somebody how to make $5,000, $10,000, $12,000, $15,000, $20,000, $30,000 in a month. I've done it, which means I can now coach on how to do it.
Right.
And I wish more people actually understood that. That's the lane that I'm attacking. Maddie always told me it's not your job to get people from A to Z. It's your job to get them from A to B, then to C, then to D. Then
I like that.
That's what it's like. And once he started to beat that in my head, I got it, bro. I got it. Even God said, give them you have to treat them if infant, child, adult. You got to give them milk. There's some people that come to me and say, I'm ready to make millions of dollars. No, you're not.
Right.
You're not.
Right.
You're really not.
Right. I tell people all the time, I say, they come to me and they say, Tony, I need to hit 100K in a day. Right. And then I break it down to them like, why do you want to hit 100K in a day? And they do it because they're seeing others. But when you really break down the details and the stats of what it takes to be there, it doesn't even make sense financially for you to reach that at the beginning. But more importantly, you need to crawl before you walk, because if you hit that 100K in a day, do you have the systems and infrastructure to manage hitting 100K in a day? So that's where the mentorship, the coaching, and consultation is prevalent to be sure to make sure that it's there so that people don't make the mistake and overscale. You know what I mean?
That's a real thing, bro. That's a real thing. And that's the thing too. I tell people that you have to appreciate what position you in. I really recommend a lot of people work on their mental health and stuff like that, because this stuff is no joke. Yeah. It's not. Money does not mean that. We got to edit this part, but I think I had too much sugar. But if you can't appreciate making $5,000-$10,000, you're talking about, I want to make $1 million, but you haven't even made $5,000 in a month with your business before. Right. A lot of people jump straight to, I want to make $1 million. That's why I don't do that with my coaching, Tony. It's like, let me show you how to build these systems, these strategies, and this infrastructure. Because if you do all of that right, what's going to happen?
You can manage the business. You can sustain the business. The weight of the business can be held on the foundation.
Yes. I'm not one of those. I'm a business coach. I'm not a consultant. Like we were talking earlier, I am a coach. Yeah. So I'm not one of those people that say, who wants to make $1 million today? Who wants to make $1 million? That's not my demographic. Right. That's not my... I don't move that way, because I know that, first of all, 2%, maybe even 1 or 2% of them, if I'm in a crowd of 100 people, who's really going to make that M?
Facts. And the good thing too about what you said also is the fact of like, I'm not a business consultant. I'm not a biggest coach, because what I thoroughly enjoyed that you told me earlier is that like, some people would criticize, Trell, you ain't never done 100,000 a month. You're not done $1 million a month. And you're like, wait. You know what? I think you got me confused as a consultant. My job is to be a coach, to bring out the best in you to get to the next level, because I believe that it's in there already. So when we look at the Phil Jacksons, do you think Phil Jackson could be MJ one-on-one? No. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what I be trying to tell people too. Like, bro, I haven't even made an M yet. Yeah. Real talk. I haven't made an M yet. This is why I love my circle, but we all still human. We all sinners. Like, I got people in my crew that have said, Trell, you ain't make an M yet. How you coaching people? That doesn't qualify. Phil Jackson never won an NBA championship before. What does that mean, that he's not qualified? There's coaches in the NBA that have never played in the NBA or college basketball. Facts. So you telling me that they're still coaches and they still get paid to coach? Right. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, some of these mindsets and perspectives are like crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? You should be happy. Like, oh, he doing this thing. Yeah. I've got 2 6-figure companies. With the receipts and the documentation. There are someone I can teach how to own 2 6-figure companies. Facts. You know what I'm saying? Nobody in my family, not a single person in my family has 2 6-figure companies. Facts. Net. Facts. Tax return showing that. Facts. No one in my family.
And then what we're going to do too, as like we conclude for the people, who are listening to this and watch this, one thing that Trell's just said that's super important is like, we look at, in this digital generation world of gurus and all of that, like screenshots and numbers, right? And that doesn't mean anything, because it's easy to make revenue. But what I really appreciate you said is like, from a realistic standpoint, like I have 2 businesses that done 6 figures. I have the documentation. So yeah, there's another coach that's going to help you with 7 figures or 8 figures. But if you're trying to create a 6-figure business, I'm your guy. Right. And then also, I remember before we did this and I asked you, you said that for all the listeners on here, you can give away like a free PDF of your framework just to help them out. Yep. Okay. Can you touch on that? Because we're going to put that link in the description for you guys, so everybody can download Trells free framework that's going to help you identify the key things in your business. And then if you want to go to the next level, book a call with them. But we're definitely going to drop the link. Just kind of touch on exactly what that is and how it can help them.
Okay, so a lot of entrepreneurs, they're doing a lot of things right in their businesses, right? But there's also a lot of things wrong that they're doing too. Because we skip steps. We put the cart before the horse sometimes, right? But this framework it's called the trimester framework. It actually helps you structure your business the correct way. Me and my brother, Matty J, shout out to my brother, came up with this. So the framework, the first is 9 steps, right? A lot of people don't have babies, but some do. But for the people that do have babies, they know this, but just in the general sense, how many months does it take to make a baby?
9.
9, right? So these 9 steps are comparable to those 9 months, but it doesn't take 9 months, right? That's not what I'm saying. But those 9 steps are equivalent to the 9 months that produces a healthy baby. Every 3 steps in a pregnancy is called what?
Trimester.
A trimester. So each one of these 3 steps helps you get to that point of a healthy baby. Now, in a pregnancy, if you want to, can you skip month 2 to month 8 and say, I want to get this baby out?
No, so baby won't be healthy.
The baby won't be healthy. And even if that baby did come out premature, guess what? There's side effects. Now you have to put more work in. That baby's more fragile, right? It's more delicate. You can't even take the baby home.
Right.
So this framework keeps everything structured. And it's beautiful. It's like, and it works for any business. I don't care if it's consulting. I don't care if it's a t-shirt brand. I don't care if it's a lotion, whatever, cosmetic, anything, right? It builds that business out. And then we teach everything from marketing, advertising, PR, funnels, everything, bro. Market research, business plan, the whole framework from step 1 through 9 is impeccable. It's beautiful.
And everybody listening too, I was able to use this in my business and get a test of it. And so when he says it's universal, the thing that's so good about it is that it actually is, because what it's going to do through trimester 1, 2, and 3 is, like, just from my personal experience in trimester 1, it's pulling out the different things that your business goes through that helps you identify your brand story. Because when you identify your brand story, everything else follows it. Because a lot of people are selling stuff and don't even know what they're really selling, right? So once you identify your brand story, now you know how to create a social media plan, a content plan around it. Now you know how to take that same story and put that into your advertisement. And then it goes to the exterior of your brand. You take that same messaging, that same story, and now you can build out your outward presence of what your brand's going to look like, what's your logo going to look like. And it really just brings everything full circle. And the outcome of this is for you to look at this and say, wow, I understand my business. Because when you understand something, now it's easier to sell it.
But that's the beautiful part. It's not that you're just going to know your business. You're going to know business.
Facts.
That's the bar. This is a thing too. For example, I'll give a little snippet of it. In one part of the framework is something called I'm going to give you the first 3 steps of the framework that I started with you, right? It was who you are. No, it was what hurts you. Find something what hurts you. A cause that you want to support, or something you believe in, right? Let's use my story, for example. I'm just going to give this small little snippet. So my brand that I started, We Can Survive, right? What hurt me? My aunt passed away from cancer. That's step 1. Find out what hurts you. Step 2 is find out, it's going to be the 3 W's: who you are, why you started, and who you're helping. Right? My story is, my name is Montrell. My aunt passed away from cancer. That's the who you are is, my name is Montrell. The second W is why you started it, is my aunt died from cancer. Step 3 is going to be who you're helping. I help cancer patients. You see, it's just structured. Everything is structured. So now I'm telling my story. And storytelling is so big, because now you take that, you plug that into the welcome series of your emails. So it literally just identifies all those steps that you need. And it gives people a chance to fall in love with you. I tell people we have to treat our customers like how we treat dating. A lot of people try to have sex on the first date. I don't believe in that in business. No, let's nurture this person, take them on a couple dates, give them a story, make them fall in love with you. When someone likes you, they check for you every once in a while, get a kiss on the cheek, boom, 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 little things. They tell a couple of people, whatever. But when they fall in love with you, they tell the world about you. They're searching for you. They buy everything you got. Oh, how you doing today? Right? We need to make our followers and all of them, we need to turn them to family. And we need to make them fall in love with us, so everything can just be a smooth transaction. If I love you, I'm going to do more for you.
You know
what I'm saying?
So yeah, that was my guy, Trells. Everybody, do you have anything to leave for the people as we conclude?
I love this bar right here. I just came with this bar not too long ago. So I believe in God a lot. God is my foundation. Like I said, he's the master planner and the master planter, right?
Yeah.
This is what I believe. I always believe if I want to be good at something, follow the ghost, follow the greatest, the best. Who's better than God? Nobody.
Yeah.
But guess what God does? God created all of this, all of us, everything. God gives us so much that we can look at and be like, oh, I see what God did right there. I chose to do that with God when it comes to creating and building these businesses. When God builds something, look at how he built us. God builds us with everything is in tools. 2 hands, 2 feet, 2 eyes, 2 nostrils, right? Everything's in tools. I'm like, okay, so I'm going to do that. Everything I do, I'm not going to do more than 2 things at a time, right? The other thing God did when he makes life, when he creates, everything grows, but guess what? It grows slow, right? Humans, plants, trees take years to grow. It takes 9 months to hold it. Everything grows slow, right?
Right.
So my 2 things I realize is if you're going to do business, do everything in tools and make sure it grows slow. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of the bars, and then
I like that.
A cheat code that I want people to understand is if it wasn't for me surrounding myself with people that were better than me, I wouldn't be where I'm at. But that takes a lot of mental refinement and a lot of personal development because it's not easy being around people better than you if you're insecure and you have issues with stuff like that because you'll always feel intimidated and like, oh, they're belittling me and things like that. You feel me? Work on your mental health, work on personal development, go through that refinement and surround yourself around people that are better than you. Because you have to I had to understand, I suck. I'm vulnerable and transparent with myself. I called my boy Jay Hines. I said, bro, I need you to tell me everything about my content that you don't like. I put myself through crazy criticism and refinement because refinement is not a bad thing. It's painful, but it's not bad.
Yeah, because it turns out good at the end.
It turns out good, but if you refining a diamond or gold, what do they use for refinement? Fire. Fire. It's not supposed to feel good.
Yeah.
But everybody wants to have their hand held. And no, that's not business. That's not life.
Right.
75% of things that happen on this earth are bad.
Yeah.
Right? 75% is real, bro.
I think that's very visual.
Yeah, it's like, bro, every single my mom, my dad, someone can die, you bump your foot, whatever, bro. The traffic, everything, right? So I really recommend people surround yourself around people that are gonna hold you accountable. If I vent to somebody about something like Tony did me bogus, they're gonna say, okay, Trill, Tony was wrong for that. But how can you not take it personal? How can you move from this? How can you prevent that from happening again? What might have you done to a boom, boom, boom to cause this situation?
Yeah.
Everybody around me, even you, Tony, Trill, you gotta step. There's no one. I don't want to be around anybody that's the opposite of holding me accountable.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that was a cheat code for me.
Oh.
Period. If I made 30,000, Neo said, "Okay, Trail, when you gonna do 250?"
Yeah.
It's congratulations, it's love.
But we got to keep going.
Let's keep going.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So that's a cheat code that I got for everybody. Surround yourself with the right people. That's gonna be refinement and hold you accountable, and do things in twos and let it grow slow.
Oh, well, that's my guy, Trells CEO. Make sure y'all tap the link in the description for sure. Give him a follow. Buy his shirt. Support him. I'm going to have everything down below. Appreciate you guys. See y'all on the next episode. Let's get it.
Yes, sir.